Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. You know, there's been a bit of a change recently in the NHL. In the past maybe 10 years, enforcers have gone down, fighting has gone down, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it and ask what you guys think. I want to get your opinion and involve you in some videos. And it just so happens that Justin had a bit of time to film a video for me to include in this video, and I'm going to let him take the reins on this one and really dive into the discussion, and I'll see you after he's done talking. So here he is, the return of Justin.
Hey guys, first off, I just want to start by saying, my God, it feels good to be back. I have missed being a part of the Post community. However, I'm really hoping that over the next while that ends permanently and I become more involved as the days go by. It's been a hectic summer for me, and my goodness, I've run into a lot of hurdles that have kind of kept me away, but luckily it looks like those days are over. So today I'm going to be talking about enforcers in the NHL, and if we look over the last few years, fighting in general in the NHL is basically at an all-time low. If you look at just the last 5 seasons alone, fighting is down almost 50%. It's to the point now where if I see a fight in the game, I'm almost up out of my seat in excitement because, oh my God, I haven't seen a fight in weeks, perhaps even several months. It's to the point now where fighting's down based on how the game has evolved. Speed is such a big factor in today's NHL. And for a lot of these enforcers, speed isn't their primary asset. These guys have been in the lineups in order to, go toe-to-toe with the opponent's enforcer, or they're there to keep the peace is another great way to put it. But the thing is, with the competitive nature of today's game and the overall speed, it's no longer in the team's best interest to necessarily have these types of players in their lineup. The days of the Colt Noors, the McLarens, Proberts, McSorley, Ty Domi, these are notorious names when it comes to the game of hockey, but the thing is, that was then, this is now, and the game has changed just so much. And I see also with the current lawsuits that the NHL is involved with concussions, the last thing they want is for fighting numbers to increase or to go back up. So the game as a whole is kind of shifting away from that mindset of, okay, having enforcers in the lineups, having fights, that sort of thing. Because the last thing they want with this ongoing lawsuit is to have guys going out of the game with concussions due to fighting. And of course, the other thing that is scary is when you see guys fighting and then all of a sudden, somebody could fall, they could hit their head on the ice. It's kind of the whole thing of, okay, well, if you want to get in a fight, you leave your helmet on your head, right? It's all about safety now, and the NHL is looking at ways to further protect their players. So if you ask me, I would say in about 10 years, fighting could potentially be gone completely from the game of hockey. Am I for it? Yes and no. I'm kind of on the fence. You don't necessarily need a hockey fight in order for a game to be entertaining or for a game to really draw me in as a fan. With the competitive nature right now in the NHL, and of course a lot of that's due to the salary cap, the big high market teams are no longer able to sign up all the lucrative free agents. You really have talent spread out across all now 31 teams. And, that's a big part of it, because if you only have so many roster spots, are you going to give up a roster spot to an enforcer type player who cannot keep up with the speed of today's game? Or are you going to utilize that roster spot for a young up and coming talent who really can keep up with the speed of the game and really give you something where it matters most on the scoreboard? So that's basically my 2 cents on this topic, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. And oh yeah, this is my man cave. So hopefully in the next few videos, I'll be able to showcase more. This is just a little bit of my Pittsburgh Penguins collection of hats, jerseys, and whatnot behind me. But perhaps in the next video, I'll show you a different wall. Take care, guys.
So glad to have Justin back. And Justin, thank you for making that video for me. And hopefully you can be part of the Post videos in the future. and we can keep this ball rolling. So, Justin made some really interesting points there. And one point he mentioned was, if they're fighting and they fall down and hit their head, that's an issue for the NHL legally. There could be legal action in years to come because of that. And I'm glad he said that, because that's when I really, really saw the change in enforcers and fighting in the NHL. It was a couple of years ago. Not sure if you remember it or not, but George Peros was fighting, I believe, Colton Orr, and he fell, he hit his head, and he was knocked out cold. There was blood everywhere. It was a pretty gruesome sight. And that was the moment that I thought, this is going to be a turning point. And it wasn't as big as a turning point as I thought it was going to be, but it was a turning point. Fighting's down. Justin couldn't have said it any better himself. And now it's your turn. I'm very curious to know how you guys feel. Have you noticed a change over the past couple of years? Do you think it's going to continue? What trend do you think the NHL is going to take? I'd love to hear you guys' opinions in the comment section below. Make sure you let me know. Take the time to leave a comment. I appreciate it. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're excited to see Justin back in the Post to Post, hit the like button. And if you're new to this channel, hope you can hit the subscribe button and join us here for more hockey content. I'll see you in the future. Adios.